Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Take a moment and look at this. A land of ancient stones meets cutting-edge technology. A people, scattered for 2 millennia, now return to their homeland. This is Israel. But beyond the headlines, there's a deeper, prophetic narrative unfolding, one foretold by ancient prophets and by Jesus himself. It points to a startling conclusion. We are living in the generation the Bible calls the last days. Today, we're connecting those ancient prophecies to modern headlines, revealing Israel's profound role in the end times. To truly grasp this miracle, we have to go back to the prophecy. The Old Testament is rich with warnings and promises to Israel. Moses warned that disobedience would lead to exile. Deuteronomy 28:64 chillingly states, "Then the Lord will scatter you among all nations, from one end of the earth to the other." And for nearly 1900 years, that's exactly what happened. The Jewish people were stateless, a nation without a home. But here's the incredible part. The very same prophets who foretold the exile also promised an even more astounding regathering. Listen to Ezekiel, speaking from a valley of dry bones. "My people, I am going to open your graves and bring you up from them. I will bring you back to the land of Israel." This wasn't just a spiritual metaphor. It was a physical promise of national restoration. For centuries, these prophecies seemed like distant dreams. Then, against all odds, in the shadow of the Holocaust, a phoenix rose from the ashes. On May 14, 1948, against overwhelming threats, the State of Israel was reborn. This wasn't just a political event, it was a theological earthquake. For the first time in over 2,500 years, an independent Jewish state existed in the biblical land. Bible scholars immediately looked to Jesus, words in Matthew 24. "Now learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it is near, right at the door." The fig tree is a long-standing symbol of national Israel. Its rebudding in 1948 is seen by millions as the primary sign that the end times have begun. But the prophecy didn't end with statehood. The prophets were specific. The regathering would be from the four corners of the earth. Isaiah 43:5-6 declares, "I will bring your children from the east and gather you from the west, bring my sons from afar and my daughters from the ends of the earth." Watch this prophecy unfold in real time. From the survivors of Europe to the forgotten communities of Yemen and Ethiopia to millions freed from the Soviet Union, they have come. This isn't random migration. It's a divinely orchestrated ingathering, fulfilling prophecy on a scale only possible in our modern age. Even the ancient Hebrew language, once dead for common use, is now the living tongue of a nation, another unparalleled fulfillment. If Israel is the central sign, then Jerusalem is the epicenter of the storm. The prophet Zechariah delivered a word that reads like a modern-day news headline. "On that day, when all the nations of the earth are gathered against her, I will make Jerusalem an immovable rock for all nations. All who try to move it will injure themselves." Look at the international stage. Is there any other city that generates such consistent, passionate global controversy? The constant debates, the political wrangling, the fact that nations with no direct stake feel compelled to take a side on Jerusalem's status. It all perfectly aligns with Zechariah's prophecy. The focus is intensely on the Temple Mount, with active groups even preparing for a rebuilt temple. How close are we to the next major prophetic fulfillment? So, we have a nation reborn, a people regathered, and a city at the center of world conflict, all as prophesied thousands of years ago. Jesus said, "The generation that sees the fig tree blossom will not pass away until all is fulfilled." We are that generation. This isn't about fear or setting dates. It's about living with purpose and clarity. It validates the Bible as God's accurate word, reminding us that history isn't random. It's moving towards a divine culmination. The signs concerning Israel are like road markers, telling us we are on the right path and the destination is near. What do we do with this knowledge? We seek truth. We build our faith on the rock of God's promises. We watch, we pray, and we share the hope we have. The story of Israel is a powerful testament to God's faithfulness. He who keeps his ancient covenants is faithful to his promises for our future. If this deep dive has impacted you or made you see the news in a new light, please share this video. Let's start a conversation. What do you think is the next prophetic sign to watch for? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration of faith, history, and prophecy. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.